Thank you for listening to the Tattness podcast on the Tattness Co. Network.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. A Mercedes kind of sentiment, luxury, and trust in me to honor the free we all should be. It seems my sundial burst into yin and yang, right and left me.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Tattness podcast. I'm here with producer Blue, and we're gonna get into some shit today that I gotta address, get some things off my chest, man. What's cracking, Blue?
Not too much.
So, you know, I already addressed that fucking this month sucks for me. So I assume people are expecting me to just go off. So, if I wouldn't get flagged right now for this shit, I would put the audio in. I got a real problem with you people, and now you're gonna hear about it.
Oh my gosh, between you and I, watching Seinfeld, like, on loop, I swear, ever since Netflix decided to put Seinfeld on there, it's been very dangerous for me.
You know?
Very dangerous.
I'm such a fan.
Oh, me too.
So funny. It's so stupid that it's funny. But I think everyone expects me to go off the handle because it's fucking November, and, you know, the other day was Matt's birthday, and he's not with us, and, you know, I get a little bit fucked up when it comes to that, and I'm a little bit on edge when it comes to that, so it doesn't take much to set me off. So I guess now I have to address all the beef and shit, right?
Right.
No, not today. That's actually nonsense. No, not this time, sir. This might be different.
You threw me off there.
A little bit different. A little bit different. I'm going to do something different that, first of all, I'm going to address something. I'd like to think I'm a pretty reasonable motherfucker.
I would think so. I agree.
I'm hood as fuck with where I grew up, so I can be crazy, but I like to think I'm reasonable. Mm-hmm. And I know I can get a little unreasonable to a degree when I feel a specific way. Mm-hmm. But I do want to address something that's been kind of eating at me. So there was a time that this cat I was cool with, Rich Wheeler, decided, you know, he wanted me on his show and whatever, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. And, you know, I was open to do anybody's fucking show if I liked their vibe or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then one day, this cat fucking thought it was the move on a live show to, like, call me, and you know I don't sleep much.
No, you don't. So when you do, treasure that.
Yeah, and when I'm, like, finally getting into, like, sleep mode, this cat fucking cold calls me on live on his show on fucking Facebook live, like, and I didn't answer because I'm like, that's fucking so non-professional. Like, that is unprofessional to me. Mm-hmm. That is non-pro move. That is so Bush League. And I fucking took that real personal because I was finally actually getting sleep, and you don't do that shit.
No,
I didn't like that at all. But it wasn't beef. Like, I denounced that motherfucker because I was like, yo, it's not beef on a personal level. Mm-hmm. But I just felt it was extremely unprofessional, and I was like, I would never rock with you on, you know, a professional level. Mm-hmm. So I don't want you on my fucking show now, and I don't want to do your fucking show because I was salty, and I took that fucking personal. I felt it was disrespect. I felt like it was clout chasing a little bit.
Yeah.
And all that crap. And, you know, maybe that's, you know, a bit excessive, but it's how I felt. And I just felt like it's not a personal issue, but on a professional level, I won't fuck with you because that was not cool. That was fucking... You don't cold call somebody that you don't know like that.
No. Like, who cold calls, really?
Especially,
unless it's urgent news.
Especially if you don't know someone like that.
Yeah.
But to do it on your show for clout, I didn't like that. I thought that was fucked up.
I have to agree with you there. That's just not the move. Especially, like you said, live. If it was, like, pre-recorded, fine. But still, not cool.
Yeah, but I want to fucking make it clear that it was never beef. I didn't take it that personal. I just thought it was fucked up on a professional level. So I was like, I ain't gonna fuck with you professionally. But I also had just recently found out that he has blood cancer, and it's not looking good. So I just wanted to give my thoughts and prayers to him, man. And,
Absolutely.
you know, all that nonsense aside, that was professional shit. That was industry shit. That was never, you know, a personal matter where I was like, you know, fuck that human being. I just was like, I don't think I do business the way you do, so I'm not gonna fucking rock with you like that. But, you know, you don't wish this shit on anybody, and I want to see him pull through, and I know it's not looking great. So I just wanted to reach out right now and say, like, fucking everybody, if you could, you know, keep him in your thoughts and prayers, and that really sucks. I don't like that news. I hate hearing that kind of thing about anybody, especially a good dude that just, you know, like I said, professionally, to me, it was a misstep, and I was like, I don't want to do business with someone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I thought it was taking liberties and whatever, but it's not that deep, man. Like, it was never a personal thing.
Yeah.
And I never fucking felt a personal way about it where I felt like, you know, I disliked this human being or something. It was just, it's not the way I do business. It's not the way I would fucking want to do business, but all that's fucking completely aside when it comes down to a human's life.
Oh, absolutely. Decent human compassion.
Yeah, so if anybody ever heard about that and thought that I had any kind of beef or whatever, consider that squashed, because I never fucking had like an actual beef with the person. Just professionally, I didn't think we meshed with the way we do things. I would never do that to someone. Mm-hmm. That'd be like me calling up Marshall at like fucking 2 a.m. on my live show just because, like, look who I know, motherfuckers. Nah, it's not the move.
No.
But this matter is personal and serious, and it was all of that nonsense. So my thoughts are with him, and I'm pulling for you, my dude. So get better, dog. Fucking defy the odds. You know.
Amen. You know.
You know what I'm saying? And that leads me to another matter. Shit. I always seem to find myself in these fucking matters, don't I?
You like to look for trouble, don't you?
No, I don't look for it, but I damn sure don't shy away from it. But this is another bright note, actually, before you be so pessimistic and fucking... You're so pessimistic. Like, you just fucking expect the worst from me.
No! It's not true, dude.
And before I go into this, actually, thank you very much for the fucking beautiful flowers and the card.
You're welcome.
Thinking of me on Madden's birthday. That was very sweet of you.
You're welcome.
That meant the world. So thank you. I know we've had our differences time and time again, but we always are best friends at the end of the fucking day. And we get through it.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, you're going to have differences with everybody, Jesus. Mm-hmm. Not everything's beef, man. But then you bring somebody new onto a project, and immediately out the gate, they come into it with a certain mindset. And, you know, in this industry, you kind of have to, so I don't fault them for that. Mm-hmm. But, of course, I took it way too personal, and, you know, also coming off of having to, you know, kind of make some hard decisions based on similar situations and what have you, and it just felt fucked up. It felt like history repeating itself and whatever. So I'm thrilled to actually say that on Madden's birthday, a person that I will be working with on compared to you that I wasn't exactly seeing eye to eye with, let's just say that. There was not chemistry there. Misunderstandings, I suppose, and things of that nature that just kind of made me feel a certain way. And I kind of, you know me.
Yep.
I'm vocal as fuck, so I say shit, and I don't give a fuck who hears it.
Well, you don't stray away from your beliefs or opinions or thoughts, and hey, that's admirable.
Yeah, I felt a certain way. I felt like on a personal level as well, and you know, so that person reached out to me, and they said, you know, that they're thinking of me. And, fuck. So on Madden's birthday, they fucking reached out to me in an email, and they cleared the air on a bunch of shit. And I truly appreciated that, and I apologized for my reaction to what I perceived their behavior to be. And we squashed it right then and there, and I really dig that. I appreciate that. I respect the fuck out of that. I think that's
absolutely
extremely adult of somebody to say, look, I didn't mean to come across insulting like I felt I did, and I understand your perception of things, and things, you know, is one of those things where you get off on the wrong foot, and especially with prior, like, bad experiences coming into things, and it's
just affecting everything, right?
Yeah, it's real easy to kind of see something coming across as ego and, you know, fucking above everybody else involved and whatever. And with this being so closely about my life, my personal life, like, I can't have that. So I took it real personal, and I fucking didn't handle it in a way I feel like in hindsight I should have either. You know what I mean? So shit gets said and whatever. And fucking, so I took that opportunity to not only thank that person for doing what they did to reach out for Madden's birthday and give their well wishes and condolences of what I'm going through and an apology. I apologize myself for how I came across, and they said, don't apologize. I know what I said and how it came across after seeing it again, and just,
you know, really observing and just dissecting it and thinking about it.
Yeah, and I appreciated that, and I still felt like, you know, I owed them the apology as well, because I look at that, the way I handled that, and I'm still new to this shit. So, you know, I've been in this industry for 6 years. I've never been a director. I've never fucking been in charge of all of that. So I felt like, you know, I fucking let you down as a leader, and I owe you an apology as well, because, you know, I could have handled that better, and I'm still figuring it out as I go. So I'm really stoked that we had patched that up. So
I agree with you. It's
out
nice to. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's nice to, you know, clear the air. If you are unsure about something, ask and just see if you can work it out instead of just assuming.
Yeah, we didn't communicate well, because when I tried, that was kind of part of the issue, is I felt like I was being blown off, and, you know, so I took that personal, and probably way more personal than I should. So shout out to Anna. Thank you for the kind words. It was so sweet. Meant a lot, especially on that day. And, you know, it all stemmed from seeing my Instagram post about my baby boy. And she just, they felt the need to reach out and say something sweet. And we kind of took the opportunity to clear the air. And I'm glad we did. And I feel a lot better for it. And I feel like we're still in the growing stages of that. So it's baby steps. Mm-hmm. But I feel like we did pretty good thus far. I think we really opened the lines of communication, and, you know, I think that's cool. So I'm really grateful.
Absolutely. You have a great cast and crew so far for compared to you. And just having that open dialogue is so important. Anything you do in life. Let's be honest. If you don't understand what's going on and you don't have answers, it leaves a lot of miscommunication and negative outcomes mostly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but there's probably still going to be some changes made, but, you know, that's not the place to get into that. That's not professional, and I won't fucking talk about that, but it just seems like there's middle people that need to disappear. Not needed. The reputation that comes with them is not needed. It might be a detriment rather than a fucking help, and
you can't have that.
And I just don't see the value there. I
No.
just don't. I see a lot of talk, not a lot of fucking action. Nah, but that's neither here nor there. That'll be visible when the product is done. But, you know, I just wanted to address that shit because, you know, I thought the world of this person for reaching out the way they did, and I thought that took guts. And I'm pretty abrasive, especially when I'm fucking salty already. So, to fucking, reach out regardless and know that you're already on thin ice with me, because I've kind of made my mind up based on my experiences, and it takes guts to fucking just be like, well, I'm gonna shoot my shot and just be like, I'm gonna try to make this right. I respect that.
Absolutely.
I think that takes a lot of fucking guts and a certain level of respect. So I respect that. I really do. I love the bravery that it takes to just say, okay, I could get told to go fuck myself. I could be fired on the spot. I could have a lot of outcomes that I don't desire, but I feel it's the right thing to do. I'm going to do it. And I like to think that I'm a reasonable person, that when someone does that, I reciprocate and I understand. And that's what happened here, is we kind of just, fucking ironed it out and talked it out and
clarified
a
bunch of stuff.
They were kind enough to tell me not to, apologize. And I'm like, nah, I got to, for my end of things, of course. I said some pretty off-the-wall shit. I know me. I fucking do that. When I'm fucking feeling personally attacked or upset, or feel like somebody's kind of putting me in the position that I don't want to be in, that someone else already fucking put me in, where, I gotta listen to the majority, and I gotta make a fucking snap decision, and I don't like that. So, anyways, that's all sorted, and I love it.
Awesome.
I'm pretty stoked about that, and I hope to get to know a lot better.
She seems awesome. So
yeah, I'm really stoked about the fact that we're taking this little by little, making small steps. It doesn't seem forced or whatever, but I felt like I dropped the ball on my leadership.
No.
And, that wasn't the way to handle it. But, I get pretty defensive when I feel like it's a personal thing, especially when it comes to November. I'm really not approachable because I probably just won't respond. To be honest, for most people, unless you've really proven yourself to me, then I'll fucking answer you. But, for the most part, it's not a good month for me.
No.
For multiple reasons I won't get into. I mean, everyone knows at this point it's Madden's birth month and his passing month. And that in itself sucks.
Well, it's a double whammy.
Plus, there's another loss that I've had that I won't fucking get into, because it's my personal fucking business, and there's other things that make November just really fucking hard, and I don't talk much as it is, as most people might be surprised. I know everyone thinks I'm a fucking big mouth cocksucker that fucking just doesn't shut up. But you'd be surprised. trying to get in touch with me for any personal matter can be very trying. Ask my mom. She's been in my life all of a few months, and I'm already like just not taking calls because I can't fucking do it right now.
No.
You know? And that broke my heart too, because she called me, left a voicemail, and said, I heard that this month is particularly hard for you because of your baby. And then she cried and said, I shouldn't say what she said because
that's best as
I know it's personal.
Under wraps.
I know it's personal, but fuck it. I think what she said was sweet, and she just said, that what any mom would say to her kid if she gave a fuck. It's not that personal. I could fucking say it. She basically broke down crying and said that it just fucking hurts me to know you're hurting and there's nothing I can do. That fucking hit me where I live. And I wanted to call back, but I was like, I can't do a 4-hour conversation right now. I'm just not in the headspace. And she loves to talk because, 38 years to make up for.
That's a lot.
Of course she does. And I'm so the opposite of, I'm not a phone guy. And I've done those conversations time and time again that it's like I'm burning out. Like, I try to make people understand, like I try to make her understand, like every aspect of my career leads to talking. I got to do interviews. I got to fucking promote. You know what I mean? I got to do my show. I got to talk to people. It comes to a point where I just want to shut the fuck up. It's what everyone's always wanted from me, and I'm finally willing to do it. And you want me on the fucking phone for like 4+ hours. Like, I need to shut the fuck up for a while. I just need to disappear. And I know my fans know this from my hiatuses on this show. But I assure you that's just simply not enough hours in the day. And I'm doing, the movie thing and marketing and trying to fucking, generate interest for that and whatever. We don't have, like, this big marketing team behind us. We like to do everything ourselves. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? But yeah. Some days I have fucking zero to say at all.
That's fine.
To anyone.
That's fine. That goes for, I think, anyone, really.
And those are the days my mom decides to call. And I'm like, dude, like, good luck at the Bad Timing Awards, because I think you're going to win it. It's just not, the time
is not ideal.
And you look at October 1st is Jen's passing, my cousin, my baby cousin. That was 15 when she passed out of nowhere. And then November sucks. December's tough because it's Christmas without my son, without Jen as well. Now without my grandparents as well, who raised me. And then January is fucking yet another new year without all of them, and then my birthday without all of them. It's like, dude, there's no reprieve.
You can't seem to catch a break.
No. To the point where I have to find humor in this shit, and I do. I'll fucking, say some weird shit that people are like, what the hell? And I'm like, trust me. Sometimes you have to laugh just to not cry, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you gotta say some weird shit that gets you through, and I don't know, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to clear the air on all that crap because I don't want people thinking I'm just gonna go at everybody every November. This was actually a more uplifting fucking show. And it's probably not going to be the longest show we've ever done.
No, you just wanted to clear the air and the...
Yeah.
I did want to mention tomorrow is November 11th, which is Remembrance Day here in Canada. And I know your history, yourself, being involved in the military, and your great-grandfather. I just wanted to say...
And my son.
And your son. I just want to say just thank you to all the vets who have served the country and continue to serve to bring peace to everyone. Thank you for your sacrifice. To all of y'all.
I agree, and I, reflect that sentiment. Thank you. Thank you to my son for signing up, for wanting to do it. It didn't end up that way, but that's the way she goes. But you know what? The fact that you got the balls to sign up fucking and put your life on the line, to me, speaks volumes as one's character.
Absolutely.
And I had somebody back in the day thank me for my service, even though all I did was sign up and qualify for the trades I wanted and whatever, and I ended up facing a 3-year wait list. So I didn't actually get to, go anywhere or do anything with it, but they didn't care. That girl fucking was like, dude, you signed on a dotted line after they expressed to you that you will probably be killed. And you said, okay. And you signed on that line, like...
That's integrity.
She said to me, that's fucking heroic, that you're doing it for your country. And that meant a lot to me. And that changed my perspective on things. I felt like unless you were deployed, you didn't really fucking do anything. But she was like, no, you fucking signed a contract that signs your life away. That's pretty ballsy, and to do that for us that wouldn't do it because it's not us. She's like, I just think it's fucking heroic as hell. So I view my son as a fucking hero for wanting to do that. Sorry.
No, I say I agree. Absolutely. Anyone, your son included, that decides to make a huge selfless sacrifice, like...
I think, if you're willing to do it, whether they pick you or not, doesn't even matter. It shows your character, and so my hat is off to anyone that's ever served, that's ever, attempted to, and just didn't quite make the cut. I don't care if you went through the basic training and they sent you the fuck home because you weren't capable. You still fucking put your ass on the line, and you have my respect. And I'm not saying that to kiss my own ass. I don't fancy myself in that category. I exclude myself from those things. I don't blow my own horn. I went off to do MMA, because the 3-year wait list. As far as I was concerned, I just signed on a goddamn dotted line.
And left it at that.
And I don't really care what the fucking contract was because it's me. I don't blow my own horn for shit like that, but I will praise others for the same thing. It's just who I am, man. I don't have that ego. But I do commend people because I knew how serious it was when I signed on a dotted line. When they looked you in your eye and said, just so you know, this contract states, in case you're unaware of what it's saying, that you will be given a rifle and you will be expected to probably end up using it to take another person's life. And you yourself will probably not come back home alive. If you sign on that dotted line, then that means you're aware of what we just said and you're okay with that. And you're agreeing to those terms that, this is what you're signing up for. Probable death and having to kill other people. So you're fucked either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're either going to fucking die or you're going to live long enough to remember killing someone else. And
PTSD.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I signed on that line and I felt like all I really truly did was sign a contract. I didn't, view myself as fucking heroic and shit. So it threw me off when some college chick fucking praised me for doing it and thanked me. I said I appreciate that, but I didn't do anything. I haven't been deployed. I haven't fucking seen any goddamn action or nothing. And she's like, just the fact that you would sign on that line and give up your life, dude, like, that's fucking everything.
Absolutely.
Well, because she's like, I wouldn't. So thank
I
you.
hate to say it, I won't either, so...
Yeah, but you're a nurse, man. You're already doing your due diligence.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing fucking the good for everyone. You're healing rather than hurting. And I like that. I dig that. So, hats off to you and all nurses, actually, since we're on the subject. But, you know, I took that reel to heart where that girl was very sweet to me. And that meant the world. It made me confident in my decision, but life will always work out the way it's supposed to.
Absolutely.
And I didn't end up doing the fucking military thing because of the 3-year wait list. I had to make money somehow. And then I went off to do MMA. And
everything happens for a reason.
You know, I ended up becoming famous and shit. And of course, when your fucking haters become your listeners, gotta love that. When you see in your analytics a place that, you know, the only motherfuckers that live there don't like you, but they've been following you.
Huh. Transparent much?
Hey, man, that's cool. You know, there's nothing that shows the fact that what you do it well when your haters are following your shit and listening to your show. So, and I don't know, maybe I don't do it well, but they obviously fucking are invested enough to listen to it. So, how's that fucking dick taste? Smell that finger, Quahog.
Oh, man.
God, I love Family Guy.
Me too.
That shit made me laugh. Smell that finger, Quahog.
Oh, lovely. Maybe don't smell the finger.
I was going to go way deeper with this show, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to cut it off right here.
Okay.
I was going to get into other shit, but I'm not going to. Fuck it.
Hey, you're the boss.
I think we're past all that now. Sort of. You know? I think we're good.
I think so, too.
I just think it's fucked up what Joe Budden did, but we're not going to get into that right now.
Ugh.
Can I fire you on the air and see if it makes me a bunch of fucking more money? Like, nah, that's
a dick move.
You know, that's the worst.
It
like,
is.
why would you do that to
me, that's so unprofessional.
Like, that's your people, bro.
And especially, I know we were discussing this
Yeah.
earlier, and just how they were friends, and it wasn't about money, and just to do that to your friends.
Yeah, that's
dirt. A new low.
That's dirt. I don't care how much money I've made in my career. I've never turned on my people like that and fucking started dressing different and you know, fucking acting like they don't count in the business that they helped build. I think that's fucked up. I don't like that. So I don't want to get too into that though. That's
pretty oof.
Ugh, that's a mess.
Yeah, that's no.
Joe Budden though, everything he fucking touches, man, it just goes sideways. But it's also a cat after my own heart because he's got a reputation of quote unquote easily falling out with people. And I'm like, yo, so do I. But for the right reasons. You know, we talked about that off air with that one cat that won't even be mentioned name wise because no one fucking knows who he is anyway. But
and here we don't give attention to undeserving people.
Shit, no, I'm not gonna make him famous, but you know, it is what it is. Like, I gave him an opportunity, did I not, to like make it right?
Yes, you did, absolutely.
To be a man and fucking show me that he was my friend.
Yeah, you did.
And, you know, he didn't fucking do that shit. He wanted to talk all fucking sorts of smack and fucking shit on air like he's hard, you know, fucking at my expense, trying to fucking have me take it as a joke so he can look like a bad man. And I'm like, really, dude? Like, you're salty as fuck because you want everything I've got. And I don't mean to sound cocky, but it's
jealousy.
It's been proven. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything down to who he knew I was involved with and fucking saying that he was fucking attracted to them and shit just so I tell him straight up I was involved. You know what I'm saying?
Dear.
Everything, dude. It was so fucked up. It's like you knew goddamn well. Or at least you claim you did. I don't know. But it's like, dude, then you like trash me on air on your shit when I'm doing you a favor by being a guest. Downplaying all my fucking fame and shit just because that's cool to you. And just obviously wanting everything that I had, according to like literally everybody that fucking reached out to me, because I didn't think there was a problem until everybody was coming out the woodwork like, yo, how you gonna let this man talk to you like this? Like, what? Okay, I gotta do something about this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And the more I like addressed it, he showed what a punk bitch he is, because he fucking tried to downplay it, but not publicly. Like, he wouldn't apologize and be like, yo, I did fuck up publicly, but behind a text message that I still have, he would do that shit. I could air the text messages and all that other bullshit, but I think that's corny ass behavior.
Yeah, and you know what? That's in the past. Let's move forward.
No, it is, for real. But it's just, I get people asking sometimes, like, you know, why you don't fuck with certain people no more, no matter what. Even when time passes, you're a pretty forgiving dude. But it's like, yo, I forgive people that actually want to be forgiven, and I forgive people that don't want to be forgiven. But the difference is, when they want to be forgiven, then I will associate with them again if I see change.
Absolutely.
If they don't want to be forgiven and they want to play hard, fuck them. I'll forgive because I don't hold grudges, but I don't fuck with you no more. Like, you don't exist to me. You're fucking, you know, as far as I'm concerned, what you are to me is the equivalent of your listenership. 0. You do not exist. You know, you're basically to me what your fans are to you, non-existent. So fuck them, you know. I don't feel bad, because I think a man would step up outside of a private text message saying I'm wrong and say, yo, on the air, this is where the crime took place. This is where I fucking have to redeem myself. I publicly fucking disrespected this cat that, you know, was someone that didn't even owe me the fucking time of day. They don't know me for shit. They're fucking well established. They're fucking known. I'm not. And yet they did my show numerous times as a favor to me. Oh,
especially, yeah, the times you've done it, it was
last minute fucking, because their guests fucking bailed. And, you know, it's like, alright, I'll do the fucking show. And then the first thing you do is disrespect me. Try to downplay me and shit and act like I'm not fucking, you know, where I'm at. And it's like, really, dude? I didn't come on your show to be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what the fuck? Would you go to someone's dinner party and just for them to serve you a plate of dog shit?
No. Why would you?
And they're like, well, that's what you deserve when you come to our house. Fuck you.
So then I'd be like, I don't want to come to your stinking house.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you would leave. You know, like, so it's not an ego thing. It's just like, dude, there's no call for disrespect like that. I treated you like a brother. You're going through a divorce and this, that, and the third, and I sent you a Christmas gift of something you couldn't afford to buy for yourself and shit like that. And fucking, I looked out for you like a brother. I didn't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I fucking did.
You did.
You know what I'm saying? I took charity money to buy you a goddamn gift to try to brighten your fucking Christmas. And you just diss me on air all the time. Like, that's fucked up.
And spit on all your accomplishments
by
downplaying.
Yeah, that's not fucking family, dog. That's not a friend.
No. And it's best, in my opinion, just to stay far away from people that are like that are a hindrance to your life rather than an uplift.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I did, obviously. They wanted to use my name for clout, but they wanted to downplay my name. And hey, you don't get to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not a wine tasting. You don't get to taste it and spit it the fuck out.
Exactly. Like,
you gotta commit. Yeah, you gotta commit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna use my goddamn name for clout, you're gonna have to fucking
stand by what you said.
give me my flowers, dog. You know what I mean? Like, fucking give me what I've earned. Because you ain't there. You've done nothing, literally nothing that you're known for. And to downplay my shit because you're salty about that, it's not my fault. You know?
No, it's not.
I just didn't like that shit. I thought it was fucked up.
It was, I remember. And it caused you a lot of unnecessary stress.
Am I an egotistical motherfucker?
No! Far from it. I'm always reminding you to, hey, be proud of what you've done.
I just don't like when people purposely try to downplay what I know I've done. Because I know what work I put into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that rubs me the wrong fucking way. So, anyways, on a high note, shout out to Rich Wheeler, man. Get better.
Absolutely.
Beat this fucking thing. And, yeah, I'm grateful that we open the lines of communication. And, you know, I'm not an unreasonable person. Sometimes I take things a little too personal. And, you know, that's kind of like the temperament of an artist, I guess. But,
yeah.
But, you know, I'm glad we could talk that out. And, you know.
I understand both sides.
Yeah, I'm totally grateful for, you know, the fact that they felt the need to reach out and kind of clear the air a little bit. And, you know, kind of apologize for any misunderstanding, and I apologize for my end of things, and that's cool, man. That's how it should be. That's how it will always be with me. If you address me right, you know, like a person, that's all I ever ask for. Don't fucking come at me like a celebrity or some bullshit. I hate that. Come at me like a person, and you'll get the same in return, and I'm not hard to deal with, you know. I just like to clear the air. I don't like fucking feuds and shit.
Conflict.
I know it probably blows people's minds because it seems like I'm always beefing with somebody, and that's fucking probably true. But I don't enjoy it. I enjoy the competitive nature of it, but I don't enjoy bad blood or
stressing them.
Yeah, I don't fucking hold grudges, so I don't like that. So, anyways, man. Anything you want to add to this?
No, it was just the whole thing about Remembrance Day, and I think you hit the nail on the head for everything.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go smoke a fucking ton of weed now.
I'm gonna join you.
Alright, cool. And I guess I'll catch your asses later. Thanks for listening to my rant.
We'll see you next time.
I will not speak to your smallness, a destruction of the fear in us. I have yet to know what I should